Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. Brian Atta with you. Happy Kentucky Oaks Day to everybody. But we've got a strong 8-race card here as well. We've got some good turf racing and, of course, the Rainbow Six in race number 3. $75,000 in the estimated jackpot. We'll send it upstairs to track announcer Pete Aiello for the course and the weather conditions.
The weather is beautiful. Sunny skies, temperatures in the upper 80s. The main track fast, the Tapeta track fast, and the turf course firm. In race 1, scratch number 5, Dogwood Crossing. There's a change of rider for number 6, What's a Matter for You? Make the rider Samuel Camacho Jr. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start in the center for What's a Matter for You. Headed off for the early advantage from Simo, and on the outside of him, it's Dimmy Poppy into the top flight. The gray is Song So Sweet, marching between horses, and at the rail, it's Swinging Solo. It's a length and a half back to the rail in Friolento, and at the back is Fighting Words. Up the backstretch they go, the leader Song So Sweet, but only narrowly. What's the Matter for You up alongside? Up on their outside, Simo. Far outside, the gray Dimmy Poppy's taking a pretty strong hold. Reyes trying to keep him straight. At the rail, Swinging Solo in front of Friolento, and Fighting Words is last. 22 and 3 for the opening quarter. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Diego Herrera and Song So Sweet with a wall of pursuers. From behind him, it's a rail running Swinging Solo. Far outside, Dimmy Poppy. The white blinkers of Simo just took the lead. At the rail, Swinging Solo tries to go with him well in tight. Far outside, Dimmy Poppy. What's it matter for you in that cluster of runners with Song So Sweet? Then to the outside, that's the long shot Fighting Words, and Friolento is last. A quarter of a mile remains. Swinging Solo tries to reach Simo. Simo went 46 seconds for a half-mile speed. Wheels in. On top by 2. Swinging Solo. Trying hard but making no impression. The rest are battling for minor placings as the favorite has bid this field a pleasant Friday good afternoon. It's Simo by 4, by 5, and still moving away. Simo for Barboza Jr. and Yolber Torres, a popular first race winner. Song So Sweet's going to be in a place picture with Swinging Solo. 4th, What's a Matter for You? 125 flat. They're off. Good start. The two favorites begin first and second. Time frame toward the rail. Out the center, it's I'm Sam. From between them, Time Show comes away in the top flight, and the early trailer is Justin Smiles. Pace a controlled one here with this compact group, with the rail in lead, Sammy Camacho in time frame, but only narrowly. Tim Schull is alongside in second. I'm Sam 3 wide into third, and Justin Smiles is along the rail. They round the clubhouse turn. No change in the plot here. Tim Schull's not going to give time frame a breather. Meanwhile, I'm Sam elects to go 3 wide under Rashid Hughes. Races in third through a 24-second opening quarter. The early trailer is Justin Smiles, allowed to settle by Joe Bravo. Last of the 4 and about 5 lengths off the lead of Time Frame, who's 4.5 furlongs from the finish. It's Time Frame narrowly. Tim Schull at the big price second. At the inside, Justin Smiles allowed to improve at the rail. And I'm Sam still patiently handled by Hughes out in the center. They went the half at 47 and 3. No breather for the leader. Time frame to the far turn, still in front. Tim Schull alongside second, 3 wide. I'm Sam now given the green light to launch his bid, and he's moving up now. I'm Sam. The trailer is Justin Smiles as they round the far turn. From the 3 wide side, I'm Sam. Tim Schull is in the middle. At the rail, it's Time Frame. These two three put on some speed through 3 quarters in 1:10 and 4. Off the turn and the stretch drive, nothing decided yet. From the outside, I'm Sam. In the middle, Tim Schull along the rail. Time frame. Tim Schull's fighting hard. He's the biggest price. I'm Sam right alongside. Tim Schull and I'm Sam. I'm Sam and Tim Schull. Tim Schull just in front. I'm Sam not getting by. Tim Schull wins. Longest price in the field. Tim Schull beats I'm Sam with Justin Smiles and time frame in 134 and 3.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
They're off. Oh, God got away quickly. In the center, Iron the Money, forwardly positioned. Here's the favorite, Action Delight, away in third. At the rail, that's Uncle Zeb, who strides into fourth in front of Mully's Moon, who's the gray in fifth. The two at the back, Dominican Pirate and Gigline. Down the backstretch they go, and up front, Oh God on the outside, Iron the Money toward the inside, locked up a neck apart. They're four ahead of Action Delight, who's behind the embattled trio in third, working four in front of Mully's Moon. Then it's Uncle Zeb, Gigline is toward the inside, and at the back of the field is Dominican Pirate. 22-1 for a rolling opening quarter. Iron the Money pushes his chips all in at the 3 furlong grounds and strides to a 4-length lead. Second is Oh God, 2 in front of Action Delight, who's third, and sent into action by Reyes, 5 ahead of Mully's Moon. Then it's Uncle Zeb, Gigline, and Dominican Pirate have had a lot of pace ahead of him, but they're a long way behind as Iron the Money's lead is down to 2. Oh God on a rebid from second. Action Delight is third. Mully's Moon comes alive from fourth. Outside fifth and Uncle Zeb, they're on their way home. Oh God now takes the lead again. The one running home from the back is the gray Mully's Moon. Swung to the center by Morelos and charging hard. Eighth of a mile to go. Oh God by a length. Mully's Moon gathering him in, and from the back a late run from Dominican Pirate. Just yards to go now for Mully's Moon, and he hasn't won. Oh God tries to stay for second, but at 5-1, put a ring around Mully's Moon. He's in front. Oh God is second. Dominican Pirate is third. Action Delight fourth. Then Uncle Zeb in 126-3. They're off and running. Happy Ride away well from the far outside gate, looking to clear some inside traffic. The other favorite, Vuela Paloma, was not away well at all. She's rushing forward on the far outside to join the second flight. Roxy's in that second flight, as is Musical Design, and angled from the rail to the center, My Wife Knows It All is last of the 5 as they chase Happy Ride. Happy Ride to the far turn, on top by a neck. Vuela Paloma up on the outside is now second. Musical Design is third. Her stablemate, My Wife Knows It All, on the outside fourth, and Roxy shuffled to last. No distress signals from Paco on Happy Ride as he's engaged by Camacho and Vuela Paloma, and these two get acquainted as they move past the quarter-mile mark. From third, it's My Wife Knows It All. Musical Design is next as they reach the top of the lane. On the inside, it's Happy Ride fighting to hold it. From between horses, Vuela Paloma loose for the drive. Roxy coming alive from the outside. In between horses, My Wife Knows It All. Eighth of a mile left for Happy Ride. Roused by Paco with 3 lengths to hold. Roxy's into second. That's as far as she gets. Happy Ride in front. Happy Ride was a nice ride. She won by 3. Second is Roxy. Third was Musical Design in 103 flat.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter,
You've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
Good start at the rail for Win and Juice, headed off for the early advantage. Here comes Leo on the move, and Bo Hush rushing forward to head off both of them as the run to the half-mile point continues. It's Bo Hush to put a neck in front of Here Comes Leo in second. Win and Juice now third, Not Now Nick fourth. Up to the outside, Majestic Noir, two in front of Value in the Clouds, then Queen Kong, and Kazuza is last. Around the far turn they race. Long shot Bo Hush has it 3/4 of a length. Here comes Leo, a stretched out second. Far outside Majestic Noir. Herrera has his hands full of Win and Juice, trying to feed him some racetrack. Not Now Nick is still in the hunt. 3 wide. Value in the Clouds is next. They reach the top of the stretch. Win and Juice trying to close up the inside. Up on the outside, here comes Leo. In between horses, Bo Hush is trying to fight them all off. They're an eighth of a mile from home, and Jose Morelos and Bo Hush still in front. Here comes Leo surging to him. Bo Hush digs hard. Here comes Leo getting up. Here comes Leo. Well, but it. Bo Hush ran a very good race while second, ahead of Win and Juice third. Not Now Nick fourth. 57 flat. They're off. Speed Figures is away quickly, and he's blasting off the mark to lead by 1.25 over XY Speed, who won't let him get far. Louis the Sun King is up on the outside. He's now third. The two at the back are Banded Rocket and Boats a Rockin' as they make their way to the half-mile point. Speed Figures has a lead, but he's only a length in front now from Louis the Sun King, who's in a flanking roll second. At the rail, XY Speed is now third, 5 ahead of Boats a Rockin', and Banded Rocket is struggling to go the tempo as they speed past the 5/16. 21 flat for the opening quarter. Camacho, he has a grip on Speed Figures, and he has the lead. Louis, the Sun King, poised to strike for Herrera in second. 2 back to the veteran XY Speed third. Off the turn and the stretch drive. It's Speed Figures trying to go down the road. Louis, the Sun King, still is close enough to get him. From third, it's XY Speed with yards to go. Speed Figures driven out. Second is Louis, the Sun King, behind Speed Figures, who rolls all the way. Second, Louis, the Sun King. Third was XY Speed. Fourth was Boats a Rockin' in 54-1. And they're off. Good start for Littletown Street in the center of the racetrack. The gray boombox Betty gets away in good shape. Driving through toward the inside, Frosty Bell, and between horses, Casadaga. Away mid-flight, that's Big Lou's Messenger. The early trailer is Miss Magical. Down the backstretch they go. The leader is Littletown Street, on top and trying to stack them up. From the inside, it's Frosty Bell. In between horses, Casadaga playing pinball with boombox Betty. That means Practically Famous has a clear shot and angles all the way over to the two-path. Races into second while on a grip. Outside, that's Big Lou's Messenger, and the trailer is Miss Magical. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn, 22-3 for the quarter. Littletown Street has to go to work now as Practically Famous is moving right now, and Practically Famous up to challenge for control. Littletown Street tries to fight back toward the inside. 2 back, Frosty Bell third, boombox Betty fourth. Practically Famous has the lead with 1/4 mile left to go. At the inside, Littletown Street is back to second, off cover. Here's Frosty Bell charging with a full head of steam, and she just ran right by everybody. everybody. Off the turn on the stretch drive, Frosty Belle at 13-1 has bid this field a good afternoon. She's 6 in front and still moving away. Here's Miss Magical rallying into second, but the winner is Frosty Belle. Frosty Belle, the daughter of Sweet on the Ladies, to win by 5 in an upset victory from Miss Magical second, Boombox Betty third, Practically Famous fourth, Littletown Street floundered to fifth, 119 flat. Gate. And runners away. Hopping at the break was Fear. Good start for Knight out in the middle, down at the inside Cajun Gold. These two get acquainted. Sabian's going to get over pretty easily here. He's up to third while on a hold from Camacho. Back to fourth in Coffee at KJ's in front of Fear and Zevizome. Chemigol is last as they swing to the far turn. Almost 3 in line. Sabian covering the most ground. Cajun Gold with the inside edge, and Knight's between them. 2.5 more to Fear, who races outside of Coffee at KJ's. But at this stage, Sabian is doing everything right. They run to the top of the stretch. It's Sabian under a hold, still in front. Call moving up on his outside is Coffee at KJ's. Farther out, Fear. Running home from behind is Zevizone at the rail. Cajun Gold. They're off the turn. They're in the stretch drive. Camacho called on Sabian. He got a response, but his stablemate Coffee at KJ's has made the lead. Coffee at KJ's is in front. Sabian is second. Zevizone tries to pick him up. The upset is on Coffee at KJ's. Coffee at KJ's, so it was Barboza and Vicente Stella, just the other one. He gets the job done. Zevizone, a big price for second. Sabian, outrun late. He finished third in 55-2.
That's a wrap on the 8-race Friday card. Of course, Kentucky Derby Day here at Gulfstream Park tomorrow, Saturday. We've got a 1 p.m. first post. Do take note of that. 1 p.m. first post on a 10-race card. 2 tremendous 3-year-old turf stakes. We'll bring you right up to Derby 152. There's a watch party here upstairs. A lot of fun. This place will be bustling. Where else would you rather be than beautiful Gulfstream Park?